Welcome back. Coming to the continuation of Charaka Chikisa 30th chapter Yoni Vapat Chikisa. So in our previous classes we have covered about the Yoni Vyapat, Nidana, Lakshanas and Chikisa, and Shukra Dushti, Nidana, Lakshana and Chikisa. And also we have covered about the Klaibyata, the three different types of Klaibyata is Nidana, Lakshana and Chikisa. Now coming to the continuation of the chapter. Continuation of the question asked to Atreya by Agnivesha. He has also asked about the Pradara. So coming to the Pradara. So now the answer given by Atreya is Pradara or Menorrhagia has been said earlier with etiology etc. So now let us start detail about the Pradara. So he mentions here the Nidana types, Samanya Lakshanas and individual Lakshanas of each type of Pradara, and then the treatment aspect of the Pradara. And in the last he also mentions the Shuddha Artava Lakshana. Shuddha Artava Lakshana is also given in the last of this topic. Yes, now let's start this topic. Yes, coming to the Nidanas of Pradara, which is mentioned by Charaka. The Nidanas of Pradara mentioned by Charaka goes like this. Atyartham sevate nari, lavana amla gurunicha, katun yatha, pidahini, snigdhani pishitani cha, ग्राम्योदकानि मेध्यानि कृशरं पायसं दधि शुक्तमस्तु सुरादीनि भजन्त्यः कूपितो अनिलः रक्तप्रमाणमुत्क्रम्य गर्भाशयगतः शिरः रजोवः समाश्रित्य रक्तमादाय तद्रजः यस्माद् विवर्धयत् याशु रसभावात् विमानतः तस्मात् आसृग्धरं प्राहुरे तन्त्रविशारदः रजः प्रदीर्यते यस्मात् प्रदरस्तेन स स्मृतः सामान्यतः समुदिष्टं कारणं लिंगमेव च चतुर्विधं व्यासस्तस्तु वातदेहि सन्निपाततः. So here they have given the Nidana and Samprapti of the Pradara or Asrudara is mentioned by Charaka. Very beautifully they have explained it. So in women who takes excessively Ati Ushnam, Lavanam, Guru, Katu, Vidahi, Snigdha, Ahara, that is excessively salty, sour, pungent, heavy, burning and the fatty things, and the fatty meat of the Gramya Odaka Medhyani, that is the meat of the domestic and the aquatic animals, and Krisharam is nothing but the rice cooked with pulses. Krisharam Payasam Dadi. Payasam, you know that it is a sweetened preparation with rice cooked with milk. Dadi curd, Shukta is vinegar. Matsu Suradinam, that is curd water and Sura wine etc. Because of all these karanas, Vata gets vitiated and blood also crosses its limits of quantity, that is the Rakta Pramana Utkramya. This is the main pathogenesis of the Pradara here. The Rakta is increased to its quantity, that means the Pramana of Rakta increases. Rakta Pramanam Utkramyam Garbhashayam Gata Shiraha. So such Vata reaching the menstrual carrying vessel, that is Garbhashaya Gata Shira or the Rajovaha Shiras, then what it does, it reaches to the uterus, vessels carrying the uterus. Along with that, the blood and along with the blood it reaches to the uterus and it increases in the quantity of the menstrual flow thereby. So first of all here the Rakta Pramana Utkramyam, so there will be increase in the Rakta Pramana which reaches to the Garbhashaya through the Garbhashaya Gata Shiras. Then again it increases in the quantity of Rakta as well as the Rasa. Tasmad vivardhayati ashu rasa bhavan vimanatah. So when rasa bhava is also increased, Rakta increases, rasa increases, and it simultaneously increases the Raja, or you can say the menstrual blood. So menstrual blood is also increased in this case. The expert of the treatise name it as Asrikdara because menstrual flow is increased. So Tasmat Asrikdaram Prahure Tantra Visharada, means the expert of this book has called this condition as Asrikdaram also because of the increased in the menstrual flow. Rajah Pradirate Yasmat Pradharaste Rasa Smutaha, and as it is excessively excreted, it is called as Pradhara. Pradirana means excessive flow. Asrukdara, why it is called as Asrukdara? Because here the quantity of the menstrual flow is increased. That's why it is called as Asrukdara. And why it is called as Pradhara is the definition of Pradhara is Rajah Pradiryate Yasmat Pradharastena Sasmutha. Because of the Pradirana. Pradirana means excessive flow of the Raja, it is called as Pradhara. So thus the causes and symptoms are said in general. And then they have mentioned the different types of pradhara, that is a chaturvidham yasa. So that means it is of four types. Pradhara is of four types, three by the single dosha and one fourth by the sannipataja. That is vataja pradhara, pittaja pradhara, kafaja pradhara and sannipataja pradhara. So these are the four varieties of pradhara mentioned by Charaka. So now let us see the different symptoms or lakshanas of each category, that is a Vishishta lingam of all the different types of pradhara. So first coming to the Vataja pradhara, the lakshanas of Vataja pradhara are वृक्षादिभिर्मारुतस्तु रक्तमादया पूर्ववत् कूपितं प्रदरं कुर्यात् लक्षणं तस्य मे शृणु फेनिलं तनुरूक्षं च श्यावं च अरुणमेव च किंशोदकसङ्काशं सारुजं वाथनीरुजं कटिवङ्क्षणं हृत्पार्श्वं पृष्ठा श्रोणीषु मारुतः कुरुते वेदनां तीव्रमेतत् वातात्मकं विदुः. So these are the lakshanas of Vataja pradhara. Vataja pradhara, the menstrual blood is frothy, thin, rough, blackish, reddish, stimulating. It looks like the kimshodakam is the water of the palasha flowers, and saruja vitrujam is it is with pain or without pain, and there is an intense pain in the different pradeshas like kati, groin, cardiac region, sides, back and pelvis, and this is known as the Vatika type of pradhara. And next about the Paitika type of pradhara or Pittaja pradhara lakshanas. The Pittaja pradhara lakshanas mentioned by Charaka are like this. आम्लोष्ण लवणाक्षारैः पित्तं प्रकूपितं यदा पूर्ववत् प्रदरं कुर्यात् पैतिकं लिङ्गतः शृणुः सा नीलम् अथवा पीतम् अत्युष्णमासीतं तथा निरन्तररक्तस्रवति मुहुर्मुहुर् आर्तिमतं दाहाराग तृषा मोह जरा भ्रम समायुतम् आसृग्धरं पैतिकं स्यात् Shlaishmikam to Pramikshat. So here first they have mentioned the Pittaja Lakshana, that is when Pitta vitiated by the intake of excessively sour, hot, salty, alkaline things. It causes pradhara in the same above way. That means the pathogenesis is same, but Pitta is increased more. It is considered as Paitika. Now listen to the symptoms. Symptoms is that menstrual discharge is bluish yellow, very hot, atyushnam, black or deep red, and it is frequent, nirantara srava, painful, associated with burning sensation, daha, raga, trishna, thirst, mental confusion, brahma, jwara, giddiness, etc. things will be there. Symptoms will be there, and this is called as Pittaja pradhara. And further Kafaja they have mentioned. Kapha vitiated by the intake of heavy etc. causes. The symptoms of Kafaja pradhara goes like this. गुरुवादिभिर्हेतस्तु पूर्ववत् कुपितो कफः प्रदरं कुर्यात् तस्य लक्षणं तत्त्वतः शृणुः पैच्छीलं पाण्डुवर्णं च गुरुं स्निग्धं च शीतलं स्रवयेत् यासृक्श्लेष्वणं च घनं मन्दारुजाकरम् आरोचकं उल्लासं श्वासकास समन्वितम्. So here the lakshanas of Kafaja pradhara is menstrual blood flows out slimy, pale, heavy, unctuous, cold, viscous with mild pain, mandarujam, and they are associated with other symptoms like chardi, arochaka, hulasa, shwasakasa, vomitings, anorexia, nausea, dyspnea and cough. So next about the Sannipataja. Sannipataja asrukdar should be known when which has the symptoms of all the three doshas. So the Sannipataja has the symptoms of all the three doshas. Trilingam Sanyuktam Vidyat Naikavastham Asrukdaram. So Trilingam, so it is having the lingas of all the three doshas. Sarvahetu Samacharet Ativriddhasya Anilaha Raktamargenam Srujati Pratyanika Balam Kafam Durgandham Pichilam Pitam Vidagdam Pitta Tejaso Vasametascha Yavadi Samupadaya Vegavan Srujatya Apatya Margena Sarpivasa सर्पिमज्ज वसोपमं शाश्वतं स्रवयेत् वा अथ आश्रम तृषदाः ज्वरान्वितां क्षीणरक्तां दुर्बलां च आसाध्यं विवर्जयेत्. So here the lakshanas are mentioned, like when a woman is excessively ill and she is anemic, indulges in all the etiological factors which causes the increase of all the three doshas, intensively aggravated vata, it pushes out the kapha with attenuated strength and burn with the heat of the pitta through the passages of the rakta as it comes out as a fluid, slimy and yellow in color, discharges. When it carries away with the force of the vasa and majja, and it passes out constantly through the vagina. The discharges are constantly coming out through the vagina, and the discharges simulates like ghee, vasa and majja. And she herself is anemic, weak and associated with the other complications like the thirst, burning sensation, jora, fever, etc. This is the Sannipataja pradara, and it is considered as asadhyam vivarjayat, means it should not be treated as it is incurable, so it should not be treated. Then, after mentioning the different four types of pradara, the Acharya has mentioned the Shuddha Artava Lakshana. So these Lakshanas are very important. Try to by heart the quotations. The Shuddha Artava Lakshanas mentioned by Charaka is very very important. You should by heart this quotation. So the quotation of Shuddha Artava Lakshanas mentioned by Charaka goes like this: Mamsani पिच्छ दाहार्ति पंचरात्र अनुबंधी च नैवाति बहुनात्यल्पम शुद्धमादिशेत् गुंजाफल सवर्णम च पद्मालक्तक सन्निभम इंद्रगोपक संकाशमार्तम शुद्धमादिशेत्. See, the menstrual blood should be taken as normal when which comes forth monthly without slimminess. Masani Pichila Daharti. Masani means Mamsa means every month. It should comes out every month. Masani means it should comes out every Masa. Masa means month. So it should comes out every Masa means it should be regular in nature. The regularity of cycle should be there. And ni pichila daharti, ni pichina means it should be devoid, or it should be devoid of pichilata, daha and arti is pain. So it should be free from, or there should not be any slimminess, burning sensation and pain during the cycles. And pancharatra anubandhi means it strays for 5 days. Pancharatra means the flow should be for 5 days. So 5 days is the mention as a normal duration of flow according to Charaka. And in quantity is neither too much and not too little. He has mentioned the quantity of the blood also. He says that na ati bahu na atyalpam artam shuddham adishet. So it should not be too little, means it should not be like a hypomenorrhea condition, like it's very less quantity flow for only 1 or 2 days, like that. It should not be like that, and it should not be too heavy also. Too much means menorrhagia and manometrorrhagia type of things also should not be there. So it is concerned quantity also mentioned here, and the quality also mentioned here, and as well as they have mentioned the duration and regularity. So all the things are covered by Charaka. See here, the quality, quantity, duration, regularity, everything is covered in this quotation. And in the next line he has mentioned the color. The similarities are given about the color of the menstrual discharge. In color, the normal menstrual blood should be similar to the Gunja Phala. Gunja Phala Savarnam means the Varna of its color should look like a Gunja Phala. Or another simile is Padma Alaktaka Sannibham. Padma means red lotus flower. Alaktaka is a lac juice. And Indragopa Sankasham. Indragopaka is a red insect. So it should, in the color, the similarities of the menstrual blood in color is given. Like it should resemble like Gunja Phala, Padma, Alaktaka and Indragopa Sankasham. So these are the things, the similarity of given. So 1, 2, 3, 4 similarities for the color of the menstrual blood is given in this quotation. So if the menstrual blood is having all these qualities, these characteristics, then you can say it is as a normal menstruation, or you can say the normal menstrual cycle, or the normal Artava, or you can say the Shuddha Artava. So Charaka has considered everything in these 2 lines of quotations. He has included how we can say the Artava as normal, and what are the qualities of normal Artava and its quantity. Everything is covered in this quotation. Then the next line he says whatever treatment is prescribed for the types of disorders of, yes. Next he has mentioned about the Chikitsa Sutra of the Pradara. In Pradara, the treatment as prescribed for Rakta Atisara, Rakta Pitta and Rakta Asha should be given. This is the Chikitsa Sutra of Pradara. You can by heart this quotation also. Yoni nam Vataladhyanam Yaduktameha Bhishajam Chaturnam Pradaranam cha Yat Sarvam Karayat Bhishak Rakta Atisarinam Yatcha Tata Shonita Pittinam Rakta Asha Sam cha Yat Proktam Bhishajam Tacha Karayet. So this is the Chikitsa Sutra, or the line of treatment of Pradara. In Pradara, the treatment of similar to that of the Vata Adi Yoni Rogas means so for all Vataja Rogas, Yoni Vyapadas, which whatever the treatment is mentioned, can be applied for pradara. That means for suppose for vataja pradara we can apply the vataja yoni vapa chikitsa. For pittaja pradara we can apply the pittaja yoni vapa chikitsa. For kaphaja pradara we can apply the kaphaja yoni vapa chikitsa. Similarly for sannipataja yoni pradara we can apply the sannipataja yoni vapa chikitsa. And further he says the treatment as described for the rakta atisara, rakta pitta and rakta ashas should also be given. So this completes the answer regarding the pradara by Atreya. Next, earlier the features of excellence of breast and the breast milk of wet nurse Dhatri, Sanya Sampat, Galactobol, Sanya Sampat and Sanya Yukta, that is the Galactopuran measures. Symptoms of the breast milk, Sanya Sanjananam, Sanyasya Vishodanam. So symptoms of the breast milk affected by Vata etc. Treatment of the diminished one and its 8 defects. All these have been said. The best among physicians having scholarly vision should know them as included in the Vata etc. But there are 3 types of disciples. I am again describing it in detail. So he has mentioned that already we have discussed about this Sanya topic, but again I am mentioning here related with the Sanya. So now the Atreya is answering about the breast milk or Sanya. So in the first quotation he has mentioned that 8 types of defects are seen, that is 8 types of Sanya Dushti is seen, and he has mentioned the Nidana of Sanya Dushti in the first para. That is due to eating during indigestion, eating unsuitable, incompatible foods, irregularity, excessively irregular intake of salty or pungent alkaline and decomposed food items, mental and physical stress, vigil in night, mental work, suppression of natural urges, vega dharana, propulsion of impulses, 1 day sleep after eating rice cooked with pearls, slowly formed curd channel blocking items, that is abhishandi, mamsa of domestic mashi and aquatic animals, indulgence in wine, madhya, and lack of physical exercise, avyayama, injury, anger reduction caused by the illness, that is a sheena caused by the diseases, doshas reaching the milk carrying channels. Because of all these nidanas, whatever the vitiated doshas are there, they reaches the sanyavaha srotases, or there is the milk carrying channels, and they affect the milk and thus produces the 8 types of defects. Now learn this by features as under. So he says that because of all these nidanas, sanya dushti will be there, and 8 types of dushti are seen is mentioned by Charaka. So now he has mentioned the different features of each type of Sanya Dushti and its treatment in detail. So coming to first the Vataja vitiated Sanya Dushti, Vatika type of disorders, how to identify the Sanya Dushita with the Vata dosha. So he has mentioned Ashtama dosha. See here, then he has mentioned Vairasyam Fena Sanghatam Rokshyam Chet Anilatmake Paitya Vaivarnyam Durgandhyam Sneha Pichila Gauravam Kafodbhavati Roksha Swair Prakopam Krudham Shira Ashayam Praptyam Rasam Sthanyasya Dushayet Virasam Vata Sandushtam Krishi Bhavati Tat Pibam न चास्य स्वदते क्षीरं कृष्णेन च विवर्धते तथैव वायुः प्रकूपति स्तन्यम् अन्तर्विलोडनं करोति फेनसंघातं तत्तु कृच्छ्रात् प्रवर्तते. So here they have mentioned that in Vatika type of disorder there are abnormal taste, excessive froth and roughness. Due to Pitta there are abnormal color and foul smelling, and due to Kapha there are unctuousness, slimness and the heaviness. So Vata vitiated by its vitiating factors such as intake of Ruksha, Ahara, Vihara, it reaches the site of milk, that is breast, sthana, and it affects the taste of the milk. So the taste of the milk is affected. So the milk affected with Vata has the abnormal taste. So Vata is affecting the taste of the milk. So the Vata Dushti Sanya is having the abnormal taste. Child gets reduced while taking it, does not relish it and grows slowly. So the child will not put on the weight because he is not getting the proper nutrition, and he will not grow slowly. Child grows slowly means the growth or milestones is delayed in the child, you can say, or his child growth is somewhat delayed or slow. Similarly, the vitiated vayu churning the milk inside produces excessively froth. As such, the breast milk flows out with difficulty, and the breast milk also flows out with difficulty. By taking it, the child suffers from feebleness of voice, retention of stool, urine and vein, or vatika, headache or chorea. So these are the lakshanas seen in the child who is consuming vataja dushita sthanya. So vata dushita sthanya, if a child is consuming, so what are the lakshanas which are observed in the child is also given here along with the lakshanas seen in the breast milk. So lakshanas of the dushita sthanya along with the lakshanas seen in the child who is consuming it is given by Charaka. Vata vitiated as above dries up the unctuousness of milk. Thus, a child by taking the rough milk gets debilitated due to roughness. As the Vayu is having the Rukshata Guna. So here the milk affected by Vayu is having the Ruksha quality. So if a child is taking the Vata Dushita milk, then child also becomes Rukshata and Durbala because of the Vata qualities. Next about the Pittaja Stanya Dushti. Pitta vitiated by the intake of Ushna, Tikshna, etc. Ahara, it reaches the seat of the milk and that is reaches the sthanya and then produces abnormal colors. See, first for Vataja, abnormal taste is the main feature. The taste changes. In the Pittaja, here the main feature is seen in the abnormal colors. Different type of colors are seen in the breast milk, like blue, yellow, black colors are seen in the breast milk, and the child suffers from abnormal complexion. Child vivaranta will be seen, perspiration, sweating will be seen, daha, that is a thirst, Trishna, that is thirst, diarrhea, constant fever, jwara, and he does not welcome the breast. He gets awareness to the breast because of this type of the milk, and he will get all these symptoms. Due to pitta vitiated as above, the milk gets foul odor and the child taking is affected by anemia and jaundice. So there are chances of the child to get kamala and anemia also, and it is having a smell also. Foul smell is seen in the pitta vitiated milk. Then next coming to the kafaja sanya dushti. Kapha vitiated by the intake of guru etc. padarthas while reaching the site of the milk, that is thanya, makes the milk too unctuous, like ati snigdhata will be there due to the unctuous nature. By this the child suffers from chardi, that is child suffers from vomitings, lala praseka, salivation, tenesmus. Due to the channels being constantly smeared is associated with the sleep and exhaustion. Child will become very sleepy, like he feels like to sleep always. Dyspnea, kasa shwasa will be there, and ati nidra will be there. Exhaustion, he feels very dull. Child is not active, you can say. Excessive much discharge and feeling of darkness. So these are the lakshanas seen in the child who is consuming kapha dushita stanya. So when kapha predominates and make the breast milk slimy, the child taking it suffer from salivation, swelling of the face, eyes and dullness. So these are the lakshanas seen in the child consuming the kapha dushita stanya. Kapha due to heaviness while reaching the seat of the milk causes the heaviness in the milk. By taking such milk, the child gets heart diseases. Even the chances of hridrogas are seen in the child. Other various respective disorders arise in the breast milk afflicted by vata etc. located in the seat of the milk. In such cases, in order to purify the breast milk, first of all, the wet nurse should be, here the treatment is mentioned. Wet nurse means the nurse who is feeding. Dhatri. Dhatri is the lady who used to feed to the children. So in such cases, here the treatment is mentioned of the dhatri, because breast milk, first you have to treat the dhatri. So here it should first snehana soidana should be given properly and then treated with the emesis. So you have to administer vamana to the dhatri. For this, you should be administered with the decoction. For vamana, how to give vamana? Here you have to make a nimba kashaya, nimba and patola kashaya, and it is to be salted and added with the paste of vacha, priyangu, madhu, yashti, madanaphala, kutaja and sarshapa. With this decoction, you have to administer vamana to the dhatri. When she vomited well, she should be given a diet as prescribed, and thereafter, considering the morbidity, time and strength, she should be purged after having been octored. So first vamana is to be given, then after again following the sansarjana krama, then again you have to start with the snehana soidana, and again you have to give the next, that is virechana is to be given. For virechana, what you have to give is, for virechana you can give the trivrut or haritaki mixed with the decoction of triphala, or simply haritaki mixed with the madhu can be given to her for the purgation. When purged well, she should be given the proper dietic regimens, and then for removing the remnant doshas, suitable foods and drinks are to be given. So here snehana soidana is to be done. First Vamana is to be given, and then Virechana is to be given, followed by other Patyahara Viharas are to be advised. In food, what and all we can prescribe to her in food after giving Vamana and Virechana? In food series of Shali, Shashtika, Rice, Shamaka, Priyangu, Kodrava, Yava, then seeds of bamboo, cane, processed with some unctuous substances. For vegetarian soup, green gram, lentils, horse gram are useful. The soup should be prepared with the tender leaves of nimba, vetra, kulaka, vartaka, amla, carrot with trikatu and saindwa. It purifies the breast milk. And for non-vegetarian dhatris, you can give the meat of rabbits, grape, partridge and deer, etc. after processing them well. For purifying breast milk, one should administer water boiled with Sarancheshta, Sarchapa bark and the Ashwagandha, or simply with the Rohini. Decoction of Guduchi and Saptaparna bark, Shunti, Kirata Tiktaka, these three mentioned in quarter verses should be taken for purifying the breast milk. Guduchi, Saptaparna Kashaya, Shunti or Kirata Tikta, these three are considered as good for the Stanya Shuddhi. This is the general treatment of the defects of the breast milk. Now listen to the other measures. The woman having the breast milk of abnormal taste, that is a Vata Dushti, should be given to drink Daksha, Madhuka, Sariva, Payasya after they are pounded finally and dissolved in the warm water. At the same time, the paste of Panchakola Kulata should be applied locally on the breast, and when dried should be washed. Then the milk should be taken out, thus the milk gets purified. The woman whose milk is excessively frothy should be given paste of Patha, Shunti, Srangeshta, Murva with warm water. Besides the purifying breast milk, paste of the Anjana, Shunti, Devadaru, Bilva root, Priyangu should be applied. Here the lepana is to be done on the breast. One should prescribe for the wet nurse the decoction of Kirata Tikta, Shunti and Guduchi to alleviate the defects of the breast milk. The breast also should be applied with the paste of barley, goduma and mustard or tila. Then the woman having rough milk should be taken the milk or the ghee processed with the galactopotent drugs prescribed in the chapter on 600 evacuatives. As about the warm paste of the Jivakadi Panchamula should be applied on the breast and it purifies the breast milk. So here oral intake as well as the lepana, external outer lepana is abhyantara, and in bahya prayogas are given here. To remove abnormal color from the milk, one should take the paste of Yashti Madhu, Mrudvika, Payasya, Sindhuvarika with cold water. Paste of the Draksha and Madhuka should be applied on the breast. After it dries, the milk should be taken out. To elevate the foul smell from the breast milk, one should take the paste of Vishanika, Aja Shringi, Trifala, Haridra and Vacha with cold water. Or the wet nurse should take powder of Haritaki Trikatu with honey for elevating foul odor from the breast milk, keeping on wholesome diet. The paste of Sariva, Oshira, Manjishta, Shleshma Taka, Kuchandana and Patra, Ribera, Chandana and Ushira should be applied on the breast. The woman having unctuous milk should get purified by taking the paste or the paste of Devadaru, Musta, Pata added with the Saindva Lavana with warm water. One having slimy milk should be advised to take the decoction made up of Shringeshta, Haritaka, Vacha, Musa, Shunti, Pata, which purifies the milk. He should also take Takrarishta, mentioned as remedy for piles. She should also apply the paste of Vidari, Bilva, Madhuka on the breast. One having heavy milk, that is Atiguru type of stanya, should be taken the decoction of Trayamana, Guduchi, Nimba, Patola, Trifala to remove the impurities of breast milk. Or she should take decoction of Pipali, Mula, Chavya, Chitraka and Shunti. The paste of Bala, Shunti, Srangeshta, Murva and Prushnipani, Payasya should be applied on the breast. Thus these 8 defects of the breast milk have been said with their etiology, characters and treatment. So these are the 8 defects they have mentioned. No? Having foul smell, abnormal color, and that is unctuous to unctuous, ati snigdha, ati slimy, pichila, ati guru, etc. These are the 8 dushti of stanya. Doshas, malas, also the disorders which are in adults are entirely the same in children, with the only difference that their quantity is less. MSS means the pathogenesis dosha balascha mahati vyadhischa sarve balana matram to alpamata. That means the pathogenesis of all the dosha malas are same in the children's, but the thing is the quantity is only less. The difference is the only less quantity, but the pathogenesis or samprapti is the same as in adults, in the children's, but the only difference is in the quantity. So MSCs, how to treat a child who has consumed breast milk is mentioned here. MSCs etc. are avoided in child looking for the delicacy. Nivrittam madinam mrudatvam paratantratam vakcheshtam satmyam vaksham baleshu shastravitam bheshajam swalpamatram tu yatha vyadhi prayojayet. So here says that even panchakarma should be avoided, MSCs, vamana etc. should be avoided in children looking for the delicacy. Their mridutva will be there, and paratantratam is their dependency on the others, and their incapacity in respect of the speech and movement. Vakcheshtam asamartham, they are not able to express, no. So because of these reasons, panchakarmas are to be avoided in children is given by Charaka. The learned physician should administer the drugs to children in smaller doses according to the diseases, and mostly the drugs should have the qualities like this. And the drugs should have madhura kashaya shiravantam mruduni prayojayat bhishak balena. That means bheshajam swalpamatram tu, here the quotation is given, bheshajam swalpamatram tu yatha vyadhim prayojayet madhurani kashayani shiravantam mruduni cha prayojayet bhishak balena matimatam pramadatah. So here they have mentioned how to treat the children. In children, you should use a very little quantity, or in the smaller doses are to be given according to the condition diseases, and the drugs should have the qualities like there should be mrudu kashaya, sweet, madhura kashaya, sweet and astringent with the latex, shiri, and soft ones. That is, it should be very soft, mruduni. Excessively aqueous, rough, hot, sour, pungent in vipaka, heavy drugs, food and drugs are contraindicated for children. So you have to avoid atyartam, snigdham, ruksham, ushnam, amalam, katu, vipaki, guru in the these type of medicines are avoided or contraindicated for the children. Thus, the treatment of all diseases of children have been mentioned in brief, which should be applied by the learned physician after due consideration. So, this is the Chikitsa Sutra of the Balas, means in children how to treat is mentioned here. Thus, therapies of all the diseases is said. This section is the excellent essence of the treatise. In the treatise of Agnivesha, redacted by Charaka, 17 chapters of this section, Kalpa and Siddhi sections were not available. As such, Drunabala, the son of Kapila Bala, reconstructed these portions in order to make this treatise full of great ideas and complete it as it was originally. So 17 chapters of this Charaka Samhita was missing, especially in the Kalpa and Siddhi sthanas, which are added by Drunabala. That's why Drunabala is considered as Sampuraka of the Charaka. Charaka Samhita, Sampuraka of the Charaka Samhita. That's why always they have mentioned, no, this is the text which is Sampurakta by the Drunabala. Agnivesha Krute Tantre, Charaka Prati Samskrute and Drunabala Sampurate. Okay, thank you.